In this video, I'm talking about camera confidence. I've been on camera for a long time, and although I feel okay about it now, I haven't always. I think most of us just want to be able to turn on a camera and feel like we can have a natural sounding conversation, but that's actually really hard. So over the years, I've developed a few strategies that have helped me feel more comfortable on camera, and it all happens before I hit record. Hi, I'm Lottie. I'm a former BBC video journalist turned filmmaker based here in the UK, and I share ways to help you make videos about what you do. I think there's a huge misconception that some people are just good on screen, but everyone I know who's great on video has been practicing for years and spends a lot of time preparing. So here are my tips for feeling confident on camera. Tip number one is find your secret weapon. When you go on camera, you want to feel like the best version of yourself. And I have a few little rituals that I like to do before I make a video. Some of them you might think are a bit strange because they don't actually make a difference to what you see on camera, but they make a real difference to how I feel about myself, and that's way more important. So when I get ready to record a video, I'll put on a bit of makeup, not very much because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered, but the key thing that really makes me feel good is putting on my perfume. I know it's a video, no one can tell if I smell good, but it makes me feel awesome and like I can face the world. So what's your secret weapon? What makes you feel amazing or makes you feel strong or calm and confident? I know for some people that might be putting on some red lipstick, or maybe your favourite pair of shoes, or maybe wearing something that someone special has given you. It doesn't matter if you can see it on screen or not, but whatever it is, find your thing and use it because it will help you feel like you can show up as your best self on screen. Tip number two is all about energy. Energy is so important in your videos. If you're grumpy or tired when you're filming, it's going to come across on screen. No one will want to watch, or if they do, they'll end up feeling bad. I'm not saying you've got to be hyper if you're an introverted person. You want to feel like yourself, but you do want to leave people feeling positive after they've watched your content. So there are a couple of things that you can do to really elevate your mood if you need to. My favourite is to power pose. Now, if you haven't seen Amy Cuddy's video about power posing, I'll link it below because it's incredible. But the idea is that your body language doesn't just impact how other people see you, it can impact how you feel about yourself. And by adopting a power pose for 2 minutes, you can reduce your feelings of stress and boost your feelings of confidence. There are a few different poses you can do, but I usually just stand up like this and either put my hands on my hips or open my arms out like this. I'll put a timer on for 2 minutes and then I'll stand there and take a few deep breaths while I'm doing it. And it really makes me feel much calmer and more confident and settled in myself. The other thing I like to do, and you might prefer this if power posing seems a bit weird or stiff for you, is to put on your favourite music and dance. And I mean a track you just can't sit still to. Obviously, this isn't ideal if you work in a big office, but it's perfect if you're home alone like me. Dancing is a huge mood booster. So start curating a playlist of your favourite feel-good tracks, and even if you don't dance, you can still listen to them for a few minutes before you need to record so that you can get all those happy vibes going. One of my favourite sayings when I'm teaching my video students is start with the end in mind, because it is uncomfortable getting on screen if you've got no idea of what to say or what you're trying to create, so you need to plan and script your videos in advance. For these videos, I script them out fully, and this is partly because I repurpose my scripts as blog posts, so it's a really efficient use of my time, but it also means that I get all my ideas straight in my head, and it gives me a structure to work from that keeps me on track. Once I've scripted out my whole video, I'll print out my notes, and I'll record them in small chunks so that I can easily edit them together. If I'm making shorter videos for social media, I'll usually just write down some notes or scribble down some bullet points just to keep my thoughts clear. But planning your video doesn't just mean that you'll be more organised in your production and filming, which is a good thing on its own, but it's great for your mindset because you'll feel clear-headed and focused. You'll know exactly what you want to say and in what order. You'll be less likely to go off on a tangent, get distracted, or start talking about something else, which can be really frustrating. So no matter how short the video, I never hit record without a plan because it's just a total waste of time. So if you really want to hit record with confidence, take some time to write a plan and create some bullet points or notes before you start recording. Tip number 4 is to start talking to yourself. This might sound a bit weird, but it really works for me. Maybe because I'm home alone and I don't have any colleagues to talk to during the day, but this practice really helps you just get used to the sound of your own voice. Because let's face it, talking to a machine isn't natural. We're human beings and we like talking and interacting with other human beings, but we have to find a way to normalise speaking to a machine, so our camera or our phone, like it's a real person. So probably about 15 or 20 minutes before I need to start recording, I will begin talking to myself if I'm not already. And I might just do something like begin voicing what's going on in my head, or maybe start dictating an email to myself. You could start chatting to yourself while you're setting up your kit and getting ready to film. A really useful thing to do actually is to start reading your script aloud to yourself, because it'll help you pick up any stumbling blocks that you've got in the text, and it will just kind of put you in the right mindset for recording your video. But really, this habit of talking to yourself actually just helps you get used to hearing the sound of your voice coming out of your mouth. And for me, it puts my brain in the right gear to feel like I'm ready to have a conversation. Okay, so there you have it, my top tips for feeling great on camera before you hit record. But listen, you can't just watch videos about how to feel more confident on camera without actually getting on camera. You're not going to improve. The only way you're going to get better is to practice. And I mean a lot. So this is your permission to just get out there and start. You won't get better if you don't. And if you do want to begin, I've got a great video about how you can find and set up a video studio wherever you are, so you can begin putting yourself out there on film. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed this video, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.